Across the world, billions are in need. In the Republic of Ireland, less than 2% know Jesus. In Ethiopia, civil war has scattered families. In Venezuela, economic collapse has devastated entire communities. From Colombia to the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Uruguay to Guatemala, people are searching for hope, and lasting hope can only be found in Jesus. In 2022, Pastors Mac and Lynn Hammond received a mandate from heaven: plant churches across the globe in response to the scriptural mandate to make disciples of all nations. This hope-filled mission is becoming a movement with 20 churches planted in 11 nations across 4 continents. A global harvest of believers and disciples made possible by your prayers and generosity. Look at what your giving has done. In the Dominican Republic, 5 churches stand strong with land secured for more. Each church plant is reaching both their community's spiritual and practical needs. In the Republic of Ireland, nearly 80 gather weekly for church as new families come to Christ. In Guatemala, our church plant provides Sunday church services, Saturday Super Kids services, and numerous outreaches that provide meals to families in need. In Venezuela, despite closed borders, 250 believers gather weekly for ministry, food, and medical care. In Mexico, the first evangelical church in Quayata is nearing completion. In the Democratic Republic of the Congo, entire villages help build 4 church buildings where 300 to 400 now gather regularly, and hundreds of children hear about Jesus. Plans are in place to build an additional church outside the capital city of Kinshasa. In Ethiopia, 2 churches are being built and 21 more are ready to be planted in war-torn areas desperate for healing. In Uruguay, our 19th church now stands as the only evangelical witness in its region. In Colombia, many families and children who live in a community affected by crime, drugs, and child trafficking have now been touched by God's love. Bolivia's church is located in the center of their city where they can easily reach a community in need. In El Salvador, a new building provides a safe, protected space for reaching families and children. Every church planted is a lighthouse of hope, bringing faith, food, and healing to hurting communities. Every time you give, you supply resources to these pastors and church plants. You may never set foot in these nations, but your heart to give echoes through every salvation, every baptism, every changed family. And these churches are just the beginning. Pastors are ready to plant churches in new places. People who don't know Jesus are living in darkness, and time is short. Jesus is coming soon, so let's bring even more people into his kingdom. Maybe you've never given before. Maybe God is stirring your heart to do more. Know that every prayer, every dollar, and every act of faith expands the kingdom. Together, we're building churches and we're changing nations, one soul at a time. Thank you for giving, praying, and believing for his kingdom.